Hello, magical gangsters. Welcome to another edition of GMS Tarot, where I'll be your host, the gangster magician himself. I am here to deliver you your message because that is what I love to do. So I do what I love, and I love what I do, okay? And I love being here with you, and that's why I'm here every single day at 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. Eastern Time, okay? Trust me when I tell you. Okay, and that is what I'm here for. And I'm also here to grant you the wish of that Two of Cups. Okay, and Archangel Michael said he's here too. He said, I'm here, brother, because I'm here to protect you. He said, that's my job. He said, let me worry about these demons. He said, like, I like splitting demon heads, he says. He loves giving demons a beating, he said. He said, gave that one demon such a beating. He said, he fucking said, they told him the Undertaker's gonna come get him. That demon, I heard, shit himself, I heard. So just know that stuff happens. It happens. We make demons shit themselves from time to time. And it's okay. It's okay. Because we also open up our heart chakra to you. So we welcome any and all unconditional love, okay? Because we have our skull-crushing agate here, okay? Skull-crushing. Because we got this from the skull-crushing finale. Okay, so just know everything is on point for you, and you are the best. Did I just put that? Oh yeah, you are the best. Remember that. I know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. Okay, we see it. We can clearly see it in you. You're amazing. All right, so let's see what we're working with here. Let's see what we got going. Okay, so just know, Two of Pentacles. Apparently, you're very good at adapting. Okay, they said that there's one thing that you do better than anybody. It is adapt. Okay, they could throw you in Antarctica somehow or another. You'll find an igloo and you'll be all right. I don't know. Just you're crazy. Just always make it somehow. Okay, these people, Five of Swords, they thought that you weren't going to be able to adapt. They didn't think you were going to be able to be this flexible. Okay, they tried to win at all costs here. Okay, they tried to steal. It really cost them though. Really cost them. They really thought they were going to get something here. These people really fell for it. They really allowed themselves to get brainwashed, I think. Yeah, they fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker, didn't they? Wouldn't you agree with that, Archangel Michael? Absolutely, he says. He says, man, you said you really fooled them. He said, it's like you knew that they were like baiting, like you knew by allowing them to attack you was only making you stronger and stronger and stronger, giving you more and more and more energy. Okay, just making you better, better, and better. You knew this, and you just kept getting it, kept allowing it. Because you didn't give a fuck, because God is going to take care of this. Okay, why? Because you were just more concerned about building your foundation on this Ten of Cups. That's all you were worried about. You're not worried about what these people stole from you, or what you're not even paying attention to them. You're focused on creating this. This is what it comes down to. They need you to focus on them. That's how they get your energy. Okay, they need you to matter. You're going to be like, oh my God, I hate them. Listen, we don't give a fuck what you did. We never cared about you anyway. We never liked you anyway. You know that. Tell them. Tell these fucks. We never liked you anyway. We don't care if you're our family. We don't care if you're our sisters. We don't care if you're our cousins, our mother. We don't give a fuck who you are to us. Okay? We didn't like you anyway. We never liked you. Okay? And that's why you did what you did. Okay? So we don't care. We knew we were right. Our intuition was always right about you. Okay? Because fool, we were always pure and innocent. Okay? We were always the pure and innocent ones. You want to make us out like we were bad? No, no, no. You are the ones who are the bad ones here. That is being seen very clearly, okay, by the way you're handling the situation. Okay, you're being seen, Four of Pentacles, very greedy, very stingy. Okay, you want to hold on too tight, it looks like. Okay, you're not really making good decisions here, okay, but you clearly see, Three of Cups, that, Soul Tribe here celebrating, having a good old time, because we have our foundation built on this Ten of Cups, because we're pure and innocent. We're able to adapt to any and all situations, especially when people want to win against us at all costs, okay, because of their greedy, stingy nature, okay, but now they all lose, okay, they all lost. All these people came up against just you and lost. Does that show you how real God is, or what? Tell me that it doesn't, okay, because that is what you're here for. You're here to show people that God exists. God is showing He exists through you. You have the power of the ultimate warrior, okay? You're the ultimate spiritual warrior, okay? Remember that. Let's never forget that. We'll never forget just how amazing you really are, okay? Nobody will ever forget it. Never. Never, ever. Okay, so let's get an overall energy here, God. Please and thank you for the Divine Feminine Collective. Please and thank you. Really appreciate you. Okay, so overall energy was just the last thing I seen. So, of course, this is us. This is us. We're the 8th house crew. 3 of Cups. Okay, we're having a good old time. We've celebrated. Okay, we found each other. We know what we're all about here. We know what we got to do. Okay, well, here it comes again. This 5 of Swords. We know these people want to win against you at all costs. We knew this. Okay, and you still, doesn't matter. They couldn't stop you. All right, it really cost them. It really benefited you. Like I said, it's almost like you knew these people attacking you was going to make you better. You baited them in. Come on, keep coming. Keep attacking. Come on. We want you to. Love it. Come on, bring it. So we encourage it. That's why we do what we do. We know they won't stop attacking. They look at you. They watch you and they say, we're going to keep attacking, but you keep getting stronger and stronger. Okay, and these people become weaker and weaker. 7 of Pentacles in reverse, okay? Because they didn't have a long-term view like you. Okay, your long-term view is why you're where you're at right now. Okay, now these people, 5 of Wands, they have strife and tension with each other. Okay, they want a conflict, competition, rivalry with you. No. They don't stand a chance. They didn't stand a chance. You knew it. That's why you laughed. This was almost a big joke to you, really. You and your counterpart in the 5D. You know how much you guys are laughing up there? You guys are laughing hysterically at these people because how ridiculous these demons are making themselves look. Okay, you proved the existence of the devil and demons. And not only that, but you destroyed them. Yes, you did. Because you know why? Because you're a 9 of Pentacles. Because you did this all by yourself, too. Okay, you don't need anybody. Yes, we have God. God is all we need. We have Archangel Michael to protect us. We have death. We have karma. We have justice. Yes, that's all there. Okay, but in the physical realm, you did this by yourself. Okay, everything. With the help of God, of course. But just know, you showed these people. This is what they said. You couldn't do this by yourself. You were, you needed to be taken care of, all right? No, you didn't. Okay, you don't need anybody. You're a Queen of Pentacles, and you clearly showed this. And that was something you had, for some reason, had to prove, okay? But you didn't have to prove this, Knight of Cups, that you were romantic and charming. That's for sure. Creative. People seen that right off the beginning, and they try to, downplay that like it was nothing, okay? But people are seeing now that Knight of Cups energy you had was not nothing. That was what was really bringing the abundance. That's where the abundance is coming from. Now these people, wherever you are at and then you leave, it becomes like the doldrums. Everybody's in the doldrums now because they can't, they think, they take your energy a little bit, they get used to it, then they get addicted to it, and then you leave, and then you take your energy, and then they are chasing after you because they're so used to that energy, okay? This is what it is. This is what you figured out, okay? Page of Swords in reverse. That's why these people are so deceptive, becoming manipulating. They need their fix, and their fix is your energy. They're all talk here, come off hasty. Okay, people see that they're being a scam artist here. People see what they're all about, okay? And that's why 5 of Cups, they're all in regret. Okay, they're all disappointed. Okay, there's a lot of grief here. A lot of pessimistic people. Yes, they are. They're very pessimistic. But that goes with them. That's what they are. They always have been pessimistic. That's what they are. They're negative people. They've always been negative. They've always been pulling out your energy. They're energy vampires. Now, they're starving. Okay, because you, Ace of Wands, have an urge to create. Okay, you have this inspirational energy. Okay, you are showing your willpower, your desire, your power. You have potential new beginnings, opportunities. You're clearly showing growth. Okay, this urge to create these new projects. That's why justice is here for you. Justice is here. It's coming. These people are trying to run from it. They're not going to be able to avoid it much longer. The end is here. It's a 9-year. We're coming to the end of it. You survived this Neptunian cycle. Trust me when I tell you. And you did that by being lovely, okay? But these people, on the other hand, there is no love there. There is no love, okay? Because not only are they under justice, but they're under judgment. Because you call judgment. We call judgment on the karmic energy that came up against us, God. Please and thank you for all my 8th house crew. We call judgment. Okay, so that means judgment is here. Judgment day is here for these people. They must answer for it. They will. They will. Because you call judgment. You just did that, remember? Okay, and that's why I told you. They're trying to avoid justice here. Because here you go, brother. Just told you. They're trying to avoid it, but guess what? You call judgment now. Alright, you call judgment that they're trying to avoid justice here. Okay, and why are you doing that? Page of Pentacles, because you're clearly manifesting that. You're clearly speaking that into existence. Okay, you're clearly showing how this works. You dig it? There's not much. They can't stop you no more. It doesn't matter what they do. You're in complete control of this. Nobody could stop you, because if they could, they already would. You're manifesting the end of this. Okay, and who's the first one to go? It's Queen of Wands in reverse, of course. Okay, this quintessential witch of the deck. Okay, this person is the one. Okay, who you try to give these ones what's it called, the benefit of the doubt. This Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, first and foremost, you almost look at them as a mercenary, as like an idiot. Okay, but they don't want to stop. Okay, they keep going. Okay, because they keep wanting to attack you, this Queen of Cups, because they know they can never be you. They know this. They'll never ever be you. Okay, and that's what kills them inside. And that's why they can't stop. They're too jealous. It's a shame. Okay, that's why they want to keep going with these illusions. They want to keep going. They want to avoid justice. Okay, it's not going to happen. The days of avoiding justice are not going to happen. Okay, they're not getting away with this. Okay, because remember, I told you, death is here for you. Okay, the death is here to put an end. When they want to avoid justice, okay, then you call judgment, and death comes now. Okay, they didn't want to be accountable for their actions. So now they're gonna have to get dealt with accordingly. Death says. Okay, because now who else is going to be dealt with accordingly is this Emperor in reverse character. Okay, so this is I'm looking at. Perhaps maybe this is a combination of the King of Swords in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse. Okay, that particular energy, any type of negative energies, King of Pentacles in reverse, King of Cups, any part of that energy, disappear, vamoose, you're whack to us. Okay, because you are headed right to this Two of Cups. Okay, because you don't want no Emperor in reverses around. You sure as shit don't want no Queen of Wands in reverse around. This is the whole way it went down. This Emperor in reverse energy has been controlling this Queen of Wands energy for the longest time. Okay, manipulating. This is like the Emperor in reverse is like the wizard, and this Queen of Wands in reverse is like the witch. Okay, and this is what they manipulate this witch into thinking that they need this Emperor, but the reality is they don't need this fucking Emperor. Okay, and we thought that at least this Queen of Wands in reverse would be smart enough to turn on this Emperor in reverse, but it seems like that's not the case here. It seems like they're both going to go down, because they're both being seen as deceptive, manipulative, hasty. And they have no love here. And you have this Two of Cups, of course, okay, because you are getting your wish come true. So they want to avoid justice? No problem. The illusions are shattered and death is here for them. They didn't have a long-term view, okay, because you are recovering from financial loss here, Five of Pentacles in reverse, okay. They wanted to stop you from ever becoming what you were supposed to be, okay, but you are rapidly getting there, okay, because it's the end of a 9-year. You survived this. They could not bring you down. Okay, you suffered, you've been through it, but now you're back, okay? You're still moving along, you still have it in you, you're still focused, you're still trying to do things, you're still inspired, you're still motivated. Okay, now these people, Page of Wands in reverse, they are not motivated, okay? They have a lack of direction. They're definitely off their path, okay? But you, on the other hand, Six of Wands, is being publicly recognized. Okay, so it's like whatever is going wrong for these people is going right for you. They need things to go bad for you, for things to go good for them. So there's some type of polarity here where these people need to be this way. And it's whatever. They could deal with whatever they got to deal with. They're whatever they are. They're done. They didn't have a long-term view. You're the Nine of Pentacles. They can avoid justice for as long as they like, okay? But it's not going to happen because death is here, okay? And that's what's going to have to happen. They didn't want to take the warning. They didn't heed the warnings. Okay, now they have to deal with the Tower of Terror because the King of Wands is mastering their craft, and they're going to be going up, and they're going to be going down, and they're going to be going up. This Queen of Wands in reverse, and this Emperor in reverse, and they're never going to stop, okay, until they start puking and screaming, because whatever these options are, whatever this confusion, this fantasy, remember, too much of a good thing is never good, okay? This is what these people are. See, they're showing what happens when you overindulge, okay? We're showing you what happens when you have too many options. All right, now these people, they got to pay for this. They got to pay for it. You're going to make them. You'll love it, too. I love it. I love what you're doing here. I love it. You're the best. Okay, because you deserve everything you ever get. Because that Tower of Terror is bringing you this Four of Wands, okay? Because remember, you are making it off to this Tower of Terror. Because the milestones are being celebrated. Because these people who came up against you, they're being seen for what they did, and they're being shown for what happens when people fuck with you. Okay, the Tower of Terror comes. People are going to get to the point, even thinking about you is going to cause them towers, okay? in a negative way. So these people know, 9 of Wands, you're too brave, you're too resilient, you're too courageous. They couldn't stop you. You took your last stand. Look at you. You cannot be stopped. Okay, and this is so terrifying. These people, they needed you to not believe in yourself. So, thank you, God. All you are is just a reflection of God. That's all you are. Okay, and these people, not so much. They're more a reflection of the devil, okay? They're the sun in reverse. They're not the one who brings the fun. You are, okay? And these people come up depressed because they're done. They're finished. They're negative. Okay, they're stuck. 8 of Swords. They're stuck. Queen of Wands reverse, Emperor reverse, stuck. Them energies are done. They're stuck. They cannot defeat you. They cannot, no matter how hard they try, no matter how many times they try, it's not going to work, okay? Because you have your King of Cups here, okay? Your counterpart is here, brother, okay? They are back to their original form here, okay? They are here to help you, okay? They are, you know, with this King of Wands, and they're there, brother. They got you, okay? Because they know you're the High Priestess. They know you could see 10 steps ahead. You're already seeing what's happening here, okay? You already know what's going to go, okay? You're already recovering from this financial loss, all right? You have this urge to create. You're being seen as a 9 of Pentacles, okay? You have this 4 of Wands, this happy home, this milestone. You're celebrating with your soul tribe. You're shattering illusions. King of Cups sees this, and they like what they say. Okay, because these people, they delayed them. They hang me in reverse. They wanted to keep this at a standstill. They didn't want things to move. Remember, the Chariot is here for them. Okay, things are moving along because the end is here for whoever came up against you. They know it, and we know it. The Emperor reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse are on borrowed time. Okay. Very much. And holiday season is when death likes to show their face for these karmic energies. Loves it. He said he loves it. Loves coming around that time. And who's he going to come for first? This King of Wands in reverse character. Persona non grata. They're going to be the first one to go. Okay, they got that death's going to make an example out of, they said. They said they don't like this person. This person very, very grimy, ruthless individual. Okay, and perhaps it's the same person as Emperor in reverse. Perhaps this Queen of Wands in reverse could be, you know, this could even be your mother, perhaps, okay? Now you have this King of Cups here helping you, okay, see through this betrayals, all right? And now, you know, these people, they're finished. They're being seen for who they are. They're nothings, okay? People that were trying to siphon your energy all these years. Real piece of shits they are. Okay, and 6 of Cups, they don't have any love here. There's no love. This is all conditional. What can you do? This is a one-sided charity with these people. Okay, but the end is here for them rapidly. 8 of Wands. It's coming to an end. It's a 9-year. Remember that. I'm going to say it. I'm going to keep saying the same things over and over and over. Because I'm getting us to where we got to go. Okay, so remember that. It's all about manifesting to where we want to go. This is where we're going. Okay, we're going somewhere nice. Trust me. Okay, now 4 of Swords in reverse, this King of Wands in reverse, whoever, this Emperor in reverse, this Queen of Wands in reverse, they're burnt out and exhausted. They can no longer keep up with you. Okay, why? Because you're a Queen of Swords. Okay, because you have the boundaries here. They cannot siphon your energy. This is why I always tell you, the Queen of Swords is you owe it all to them. Okay, they're what made you this Empress, High Priestess, Magician. Okay, without them, these people would have won. Okay, but now the Queen of Swords blocked them. Okay, and you're protected now. You're always going to return back to your Queen of Cups, okay? And now you have your King of Cups here, which is excellent, okay? And these people are being seen as the ones who are trying to steal your energy, okay? Your star energy, they were trying to siphon it. They can no longer do it because of the Queen of Swords, and you are going to complete this cycle, okay? Because it's over. You completed this cycle with these fucking jerk-offs, okay? You found out what they did. You caught them, and now they're being seen, okay? And you have this King of Cups here with this 4 of Wands, all right? These people are in the Tower of Terror, okay? And you're recovering from financial loss. You have the urge to create, okay? You are creating a whole new world with a fantastic point of view. That is what I heard, okay? So that's what Aladdin told me. So just know you are looking pretty well here. Things are on the ups for you. That is for certain. So can we get a clarification, clarification, confirmation here, God? Please and thank you. Please and thank you. I could shuffle like the dealers at the casinos. Look at me. Look at me. I'm something else, aren't I? But yeah, it is what it is. Whatever. Maybe I'll join a shuffling contest. It's actually harder to shuffle tarot cards because there's 78 of them. There's only 52 in the deck, so I have like a regular, you know, card deck, like playing cards. Ooh. Let's do that thing first. Selenation process. So, I told you, these people, they're going to regret this Emperor in reverse, this Queen of Wands in reverse. They're very much in regret, okay? Doesn't look good here for them. A lot of loss, a lot of grief. Very pessimistic they're coming off. It's okay because they did it to themselves, okay? Because remember, the Tower of Terror is here, okay? And this King of Wands, loving what they do. Because King of Wands told us, sometimes destruction is necessary to make way for new growth. Change is inevitable. These people, they wanted to prolong change. They wanted to hold on too tight. No, it's our turn now, okay? It's our turn to be publicly recognized, not yours, okay? Whoever these people that they're going to take your energy, okay? Your victory is a reflection of your hard work and determination. 100% you're right about that, okay? And now, this Emperor in reverse, this King of Wands reverse, this Queen of Wands reverse, they are holding all the burden here. They wanted you to hold the burden. But no, you released that and gave it to them. You said, no, you're going to stay in this hermit energy and become this Queen of Swords, and they can't get your energy, okay? You starved them of the energy. That's all it comes down to, is you starve these people of the energy, and now there's nothing you can do about it, okay? This is why they're being seen, because people are seeing for what they are. They're energy vampires. They're devilish characters, okay? They're being seen, and that's what it is. And there's nothing you can say or do about it. Okay? They could be as rigid and stubborn as they like, okay? That is preposterous. We would never do anything like that, for God's sakes. We're a church leader. I lead. I speak the gospel. Fuck out of here. God sees that. That's the ones who really gonna pay motherfuckers like that. Those fake ass fucking reverend priest motherfuckers that were doing what they were doing. They'll get dealt with. You can really get dealt with, actually. We don't like those kind of people. They want to pretend to be good. They want to pretend to be the light, but they're not. Okay, so let's get it. Overall energy here. God, please and thank you. A confirmation, clarification for the Divine Feminine Collective, please and thank you. I love you. Thank you. Bye. All right, so he's telling me right here, right off the bat, the devil was being released right on his fucking head. Okay, so this is telling me that there's freedom, there's release. Somebody's overcoming addictions, breaking free from any self-limitations. Okay, that could be you, that could be your counterpart, it could be anybody, but just know, this is a good thing. We like to see the devil dropped on their fucking head all the way back to hell to never be seen or heard from again. And you doing that is why you're going to be publicly recognized. You're going to show people what it's like to beat the devil, okay? Because your victory is a reflection of your hard work and determination, okay? 100%. We already seen that, okay? So we're showing that you're going to be publicly recognized for this. We could see this. We could already see this happening. Okay, and who else would you be dealing with, of course, but this Queen of Swords in reverse character, okay? So just know this could be this Queen of Wands in reverse. I believe this is going to be a whole coven of people now, because you have this Queen of Wands in reverse, this Queen of Swords in reverse, this Emperor in reverse, and this King of Wands in reverse. So that's a lot of fucking ruthless and angry, cruel, bitter, witchy people, okay, that are being seen by this King of Cups precisely, okay? And they're also being seen for people trying to steal your Page of Wands energy, okay? But the fact is you're a limitless potential here. You're an inspiration, okay? You have creativity, very enthusiastic individual. People could not break you. Now they're being seen because you shattered these illusions, because you're recovering from financial loss, because you showed whatever they were doing does not work, okay? And now these people see that it worked in the past, it does not work now, and now it's over for them because they don't know any other way. Okay, because again, the cycle's complete with them. The world is here, brother. This whole new world. Fantastic point of view. Okay, because we are all connected and everything is possible. Sometimes the cycle needs to end to start a new one. You think? Okay, so that's what's happening. Okay, because you are getting your wish come true here, Nine of Cups. You have the genie, okay? You have this big genie with you. He's blue, and he's funny, too. He makes jokes, okay? And now you made your wish, and now you got this Two of Cups. And you said, genie, give me the Two of Cups, okay? And that's what he got for you, okay? But there's a lot to go with that, okay? You had to go through a lot of karmic energy to get there, but you got there. So just know, you are also the wish come true. Trust me when I tell you. So you complete this cycle, and you're getting your wish come true, and the devil is being dropped on his head. This Queen of Swords person is very angry about it, okay? And they're very much anxious and depressed. They're crying in their bed. They don't know what to do, okay? Because you still have this Knight of Wands energy. You're still passionate. You're still limited. You still have this, adventurous, fearless energy that they can't stop this. It's not going to happen. They're having nightmares about you. You are literally the boogeyman's boogeyman here. When they think of you, they get scared because they see you're in complete control of the situation. The boogeyman sees that you are in complete control of the situation. And there's nothing they can do because the Tower of Terror is here for them, and the Hierophant is too. okay, because they institutionally support you, okay, because tradition is the wisdom of the ancestors. Tradition is the wisdom of the ancestors, and the ancestors chose you, okay, and that's why you have this wisdom. Why else would you have this wisdom? You're fighting for your legacy here. You're fighting for your family, okay, because these people thought they were going to infiltrate you and your family and take it over, destroy it from the inside out. No, no, no. You're done now, okay? Because Three of Pentacles, because we got people. They want to work with us. Teamwork, collaboration, okay? They clearly see you're the star of the show. That's why they're here for you, okay? You are the star. You're the one that makes this happen. This all revolves around you. This is why they're here. People, you're the one everyone comes to see. Your name's the ones that's in lights, okay? Because you are this wish come true. You are getting your wish come true. You are being seen as a wish come true. And that is going to be built on this Ten of Cups, okay? Because that is where you build your foundation on. Because you have achieved all the success and happiness in your life now. Enjoy the moment. Why wouldn't you? It's time for you to enjoy the moment. Of course. Of course you will. Okay, because you have all the temperance one can have. You're very balanced, okay? This is what really this is what really got you there. They needed you to roll around the mud. They need you to be off balance. But balancing energy is a pathway to wisdom, and moderation is the key to achieving balance. And you did that just right. You were like Goldilocks. You did it just right, okay? And you did not let yourself be distracted by the Seven of Cups, these options. You did not let yourself be confused by this fantasy, okay? Because having too many options can cause confusion. Stay in reality. Don't fantasize, okay? Sometimes fantasy, can be good, but a lot of times it's for a negative. There's a lot of these people, they have negative fantasies. Okay, you stay positive throughout this whole thing. Anything that you fantasize about was all for the betterment of others. This, a lot of times, wasn't, okay, what these people are fantasizing about. And that's why they're burning out and reckless, because they were too overindulgent, okay? And they were seen, okay? They're trapped. They didn't ignore the warning signs. Okay, they didn't see. Okay, they knew that you were this brave, courageous person, but they wanted to keep coming. Like they thought that you just showed them like this. You're like, look, brother, I'm resilient. I'm going to take my stand. You're not going to stop me. So what do you think's going to happen here? And these people, they kept coming. Now they're burnt out and exhausted because you're too brave. What are we going to do? You're just standing there like, who the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. They think that you're going to be scared of them. They're going to say some dumb shit and you're just going to be like, you're like, get out of here. You're going to destroy them. Beat it. Okay, because you're too hardworking. Okay, you're too persevering. And a long-term view. I mean, come on. Patience is a virtue. What is yours will always come back to you. Have faith. So whatever they took from you, it's already headed back to you. Okay, and that's why they're in regret. Okay, because they couldn't keep what they thought they were going to take. Okay, they thought that if they take, they're going to keep it forever. What's meant for you will always find you. And now they're learning that very clearly. Okay, so what's going to happen to these people that thought they could take from you? We see they're burnt out and restless. Okay, they're anxious and depressed. They're having nightmares about you. Okay, you have a whole group of negative fucking feminine and masculine energy out here. Crying, screaming, okay, they're being seen as witchy, ruthless people. They're showing how strong you are because all these people came up against you, and you just keep getting stronger and stronger because true strength is not brute force. Remember that, okay? And it is the power of the soul which lies in vulnerability, and you being this lovely lover, okay, makes you vulnerable, and that's in a very good way. That's why the cycle's complete. You're able to learn that by being in hermit energy, okay, because the answers are within you, and you found the answers because the ancestors gave you the wisdom of tradition, okay. The tradition is the wisdom of the ancestors because they chose you. Okay, these people were jealous. Okay, now you're getting your wish come true. You're seeing very balanced. The cycle is complete. You're in complete control of this. You're collaborating. You have teamwork. Mastering your craft. Okay, these people that came up against you, they're coming off very confused. Okay, they're coming up indecisive. There's a lot of, they're very clouded in their judgment. Okay, they feel stuck, Eight of Swords. Okay, they're feeling trapped by their own self-limiting beliefs. Okay, they really are, in a mental imprisonment over here. So what's going to come of these people in this mental imprisonment? Can we just get an end here? Because I'm getting a little, I don't really like this. Okay, we know you are going to remain brave. You're going to remain resilient. You're going to remain courageous, okay, because you have been through a lot and come out stronger on the other side. What challenges have you overcome, it says? A lot, that's for sure. Okay, because remember, at the end of the day, death is here for whoever came up against you, okay? So just understand. You remaining balanced is going to put an end to these people. Because remember, there's always a new beginning after the end. Remember, there's always a new beginning after the end, brother.